Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the shadowed edge of reality, where the ordinary phrase and the impossible creeps in. Tonight we venture to a small town in Nebraska, a place where the air hums with secrets and the stars whisper truths no one dares repeat. This is a story of Coldwater, 1987, a story that might have happened, or perhaps is still happening. Step with me into the unknown. In the small town of Coldwater, Nebraska, 1987, there was a radio station, KCLD, that hadn't broadcast anything but static since the owner passed away a decade earlier. The station's tower stood rusted on the edge of town, a relic locals ignored. But on October 3rd, at exactly 2:17 a.m., every radio in Coldwater crackled to life. It wasn't music or news. It was a voice, calm, measured, a man's voice, speaking in precise, unhurried tones. This is a message for Coldwater. At 6 p.m. tomorrow, go to the field behind the old mill. You will see. Then silence. No static, no hum, just dead air. Folks thought it was a prank. Kids, maybe, messing with the abandoned station. But their voice came again the next night. Same time, same message, word for word. This is a message for Coldwater. At 6 p.m. tomorrow, go to the field behind the old mill. You will see. The radios turned off, unplugged, even those without batteries all spoke in unison. Go to the field behind the old mill. You will see. By the third night, curiosity got the better of the town. At 6 p.m., nearly every resident of Coldwater, some 300 souls, gathered in an empty field behind the mill. The sun dipped low, painted the sky blood red. They waited. Nothing happened. No lights, no sounds, no sign of anything unusual. By 7 p.m., embarrassed and muttering, the crowd dispersed. But that night, every person who stood in that field had the same dream. They saw themselves standing in the field, staring at the sky. Above them, a single star pulsed brighter than the rest, growing until it filled their vision with blinding white light. In the dream, the voice on the radio whispered, "You were there. Now you know." The next morning, Coldwater woke to find the field behind the mill scorched black, as if a fire had swept through overnight. No one could explain it. There'd been no lightning, no reports of flames. Stranger still, every radio in town was silent, their circuits fried beyond repair. Years passed, and the story became a local legend, but those who'd been in the field never spoke of it. They'd glance at the sky sometimes, and that one star that seemed just a little too bright, and they'd shiver. Because deep down, they knew they'd seen something that night, something that wasn't meant for them, something that was still watching. And in Coldwater, Nebraska, no one ever fixed a radio again. And so, Coldwater keeps its silence. Its radio's dead, its secrets buried in a scorched field. But ask yourself this, friends. What happens when the signal finds you? When the stars call your name, will you answer? Or will you turn away, hoping the night forgets you? Till next time, keep one eye on the sky and the other on the shadows. This has been Felix Lebeski for SL Tonight. Stay real, my freaks.